Today we're going to talk about the Elisa Lam case. Elisa Lam, 21 years old, Canadian-Chinese, was a student at Bay City University. On January 28, 2013, she went missing after going to Los Angeles alone. On February 19th, Lam's body was found in the water tank on the top floor of a Los Angeles hotel. Later, after a police investigation, it was determined to be an accidental death. This seems like an ordinary case, but as the police released the surveillance video of Lam in the elevator, her strange behavior in the elevator was considered to be a supernatural event. So what exactly happened to Elisa Lam? Let's continue to delve into the details. After Lam lost contact with her family on the 31st, they immediately called the Los Angeles police. After determining that the missing location was the Cecil Hotel, the police immediately went to the hotel for an investigation, but there was no result. On February 19, 2013, the Cecil Hotel's customers reported that a short time of unknown black liquid would appear when bathing. So the hotel management asked the maintenance staff to check the water tank on the roof of the hotel. When the maintenance staff opened the water tank lid, Lam's body was found inside. It is important to note the opening of the water tank lid for further analysis. Since the body was found, the police conducted an investigation. It was found that Lam's body was in a position with her head and feet facing down, hanging in the water tank. She was also found fully naked. There were no wounds on the body, and after the forensic examination, it was determined that Lam's body had not been violated. Additionally, Lam had a history of bipolar disorder. Therefore, the Los Angeles police determined that Lam's death was accidental. According to the autopsy report, no toxic or stimulant substances were detected in Lam's body. The only drugs found were the prescription medications she had been taking, but the levels were very low. These findings seem to confirm that Lam's death was accidental. Now, let's address the question regarding the timing of the elevator video release. Although Lam's body was found on February 19th, the surveillance video from the elevator was released on February 16th. This is because after Lam's family called the police, the surveillance video was captured when the police were looking for her. In the video, Lam enters the elevator normally and presses the floor button. The strange thing is that the elevator does not close for a long time after she presses the button. It appears as if someone is pressing the door button from outside. Lam seems nervous and hides in the corner of the elevator, peeping out. What did Elisa Lam see? Or was she afraid of something? Not long after, Elisa Lam walked out of the elevator to check. When she came back, she first raised her hands over her head. Then she walked into the elevator and still talking to herself in the elevator. Then she walked out again and she extended her arms exaggeratedly, like communicating with a kind of invisible spirit. What's more strange is that after Elisa Lam walked out, the elevator door was closed. It seems that someone is deliberately controlling the elevator. This is also the last time Elisa Lam appeared in people's vision. Of course, in addition to the doubts in the elevator, there are many other doubts. For example, how did Elisa Lam go to the top floor of the hotel? Because there are 2 doors on the top floor of the hotel and the doors are locked. Only the hotel staff have the key. And there is an alarm device on the door. So why didn't she call the police and reach the top floor? And according to the water tank position, how did Elisa Lam enter the water tank again, then close the door of the water tank? And according to the police, it was an accident. So why was Elisa Lam naked? Where did her clothes go? Some people say that the suction power in the water tank is too strong, so it sucked Elisa Lam's clothes away. Okay, even if there is such a possibility, but the police didn't find Elisa Lam's clothes in the hotel's pipe. Don't you think this is nonsense? There are so many doubts about Elisa Lam's incident. The Los Angeles police did not investigate carefully. In the end, it may be because more than 100 people died, so the Los Angeles police were so perfunctory. In short, in the end, Elisa Lam's family didn't want to be disturbed by the media, so they took Elisa Lam's body back to the grave. I have to mention this Cecil Hotel. Legendary Black Dahlia Hua Xiaoti also lived in this hotel. And the nightmare Richard Ramirez also lived here. He killed 14 people in a year. He lived in the Cecil Hotel for a few months during the crime. In short, the surroundings of this hotel are very chaotic, with people involved in various illegal crimes. It's like a shrunk version of a red light district. and there have been many cases in the hotel. I don't understand why Elisa Lam chose such a complicated hotel, but people are dead. Let the deceased rest in peace and don't bother. In the end, I don't think Elisa Lam died of an unexpected death. What do you think? The world is big and there is no one. That's all for today. See you next time.